Now we'll understand the concept of loan against property. Loan against property is a loan that you can avail by mortgaging your property. By keeping your property as a security to the banks or any financial institution that will provide you loan is loan against property. Banks and financial institutions provide loan against property for residential, commercial property and land. When you want to get a loan from bank or any other financial institution, you have to keep your property as a security to that institution, and that institution will provide you loan. Loan against property is a secured loan. Now let us understand what is the meaning of secured loan. Secured loan is something when you keep something of yours in mortgage and in return you get loan. In case of loan default, bank can take over the property and auction it to recover the loan dues. For example, if you keep your property as a mortgage to bank, the bank, if you fail to pay the money or repay the loan to bank, the bank have your property and he can confiscate your property and auction it to recover their loan money. Another point comes up is ownership stays with you. You can sell the property in case you can't repay the loan. You can sell the property and pay off the loan. If you keep your property as a security or as a collateral to bank, then that property doesn't transfer in the name of bank. The property remains with you only, but the original documents of the property will go with the bank. So if you want to sell off your property to repay the loan, you can do so. In case of joint ownership, all owners need to be co-applicants. For example, if a property has 5 owners and you need to take a loan on that property, then all the 5 owners, that doesn't matter. Only one owner if want to take the loan, you won't get the loan. All the 5 owners should be present at the time of loan reimbursement, and all the co-applicants need to sign on the loan sheet, and the loan will be provided to all the 5 applicants. The original owner will remain the same, but remaining owners will become the co-applicants. The purpose of loan against property may be of business purpose or for personal purpose also, for example, wedding, education, home improvement, etc. We can take business loan by keeping our property as mortgage, that will come under loan against property. And if we have to spend the money personally, then also we can take the loan by keeping our property as mortgage. The loan size of loan against property is 5 lakhs. This is the minimum amount, and 10 crores is the maximum amount. The tenure of loan against property is basically up to 15 to 20 years. It is a slightly long term loan, we can say that. The interest rate of loan against property varies from 1.5% to 2% more than the home loan. For example, if home loan is of 8%, then loan against property will be availed at 9.5 or 10%. Bank may insist on getting the property insured. At the time of taking loan from bank may insist the person who is availing loan to get the property insured for any unforeseen situations that may come over. Now let's look at the eligibility criteria for taking loan against property. The repayment capacity and annual income, the annual income and other loans. The first and foremost thing that a bank or any financial institution will look into the annual income and other loans that the person has availed. For example, if a person has a good handsome annual income which is coming into the category of loan eligibility, that person will get loan easily. But if a person's annual income is not enough to fulfill the eligibility criteria, that person won't be getting loan against property. And also another factor comes in picture is other loans. For example, the loan taking capacity of a person is 50,000 and that person has availed the loan of 30,000 already, then that person will not be eligible for full 50,000 of loan. He can take only 20,000 of the remaining amount that he will be eligible. Technical and legal due diligence of property. There is a proper team of technical and legal due diligence department who will look into your property and will carry forward the technical and all the legal aspects of that property. That team will look after the valuation of the property. If you say that your property is of 10 lakhs of rupees, but that valuation of property is done by the bank, by its department, and that department will value your property, and on the basis of that they will provide you the loan. Clear title, that means the ownership of the loan property should be clearly titled about who is the real owner of that property. The property value or the loan against property value, the maximum of which 60% of the property value of loan that a person can avail. For example, if you have a property of 10 lakhs of rupees, then you can avail loan of 6 lakhs of rupees. Customer profile. It is the most important feature which a bank or any financial institution will look into while giving the loan, and that to loan against property. The customer profile includes whether the person is salaried, self-employed, professional, or a business person. The bank will also look into the occupation and income stability of a person. If the income of the person is stable, then there would be high chances he will be getting loan easily. But if the stability of income is not so high, then there will be possibilities of not getting the loan. The age requirement for getting loan against property is 24 years to 60 years. Also, the bank will look into the assets and liabilities of a person, which the bank, after seeing that, a bank can determine whether that person is eligible or not for getting the loan, or he has the repayment capacity of paying the loan or not. Assets and liabilities, they are the main components of balance sheet, and basically bank will look after your balance sheet so that he can calculate that whether you are eligible to take loan or not. Also, one of the factors are number of dependents. If you have more number of dependents on you, number of dependents as in if you are an individual person and your wife, your children, your parents are dependent upon you, that means you have more to spend on your family and you have less capacity to pay the loan amount. So that would act as a negative factor. The more the number of dependents, the less the loan you can avail, and the less the number of dependents, the more loan you can avail. Spouse's income. If your spouse's income, if your spouse is working, then her income is also her income is also added to your income, and you can avail that loan easily if your spouse income is enough to repay that loan. Now let's look upon the charges of loan against property. The processing fee is 0.5% to 2% of loan amount plus GST. The legal and technical due diligence team will get 5,000 to 10,000 lump sum amount at the time of taking the loan. Prepayment and foreclosure charges. That means if you are paying your loan before the due date, for example, you have taken a loan of 15 years, but you want to pay that loan in 10 years itself and settle all the charges, then there are some prepayment charges and foreclosure charges for prepayment of loan. That is also consists of floating interest rate. Floating interest rate varies from person to person. It is nil for individual borrowers. Individual borrower is a person who individually took the loan in his name, and nil for enterprise borrower in case of payment from own funds. 2 to 3% of outstanding loan amount for enterprise borrowers in case of loan transfer. Now coming towards fixed interest rate. They are the parts of prepayment charges, floating interest rate and fixed interest rate. In fixed interest rate, we have 2 to 3% of outstanding loan amount for both individual and enterprise borrowers. Now coming towards the documents that are needed for loan against property. In case of salaried employed, application form with photograph duly signed, identity, residence and age proof, last 6 months bank statements, last 3 months salary slips, processing fee check and form 16 of income tax return. In case of self-employed professional, then application form with photograph, identity, residence and age proof, last 6 months bank statements, processing fees check, education qualification certificate and proof of business existence, last 3 years income tax return with computation of income, last 3 years CA certified audited balance sheet with profit and loss account. And also in case of self-employed person, all the documents are necessary instead of salary slip. Now let us understand what are these documents. Application form with photograph duly signed. Application form is a full application form which consists of all the informations, why you have to take the loan, what amount of loan you have to take, which loan you have to take, and your photograph attached on it. It is a basic form which contains all the details for you. Identity, residence and age proof. Identity determines what type of a person you are, salaried, self-employed or self-employed and non-professional. Residence proof and age proof, that is very important. Last 6 months bank statements, that is needed for the bank to calculate your loan procedure, loan amount. Last 3 months salary slips, that is basically for salaried employed who get salary slips as a proof of their salary. Processing fee check, the processing fee that you have paid, the check of which will be attached here. Form 16 of income tax return. Proof of business existence, it is a proof that your business exists, and something about your business profile that is needed by the bank. Education and qualification certificate, last 3 years income tax returns, and the last 3 years CA certified audited balance sheet and P&L account. Now let's look about some pros and cons of loan against property. Pros means advantages and cons means disadvantages. Advantages of loans against property is it is cheaper than the personal loan. Personal loan is a type of unsecured loan, but loan against property is a secured loan. That's why it is cheaper than the personal loan, because secured loans are always cheaper than unsecured loans. Higher tenure of 15 to 20 years ensures comfortable repayment as compared to a lower tenure of personal loan with 5 to 7 years. The tenure of loan is very high. That means a person is easily and comfortably can pay the loan amount in 15 to 20 years rather than paying the loan itself in 5 to 7 years. Unlock the value of the property for business expansion or to find an urgent requirement. If a person wants to value his property, or if some property is lying idle, then that person can avail the loan on that property which is kept idle, and easily he can find the value of the property while applying the loan for loan against property. And some disadvantages of loan against property is it is more expensive than a home loan. A home loan is a cheaper loan, and as we have talked about it earlier, that a loan against property is 1.5 to 2% higher than the home loan. Maximum loan up to 60% of property value, where you can get, whereas you can get up to 90% in case of home loan. That is one of the disadvantages of loan against property. Thank you.